I've worked in healthcare for 10 years now, 5 years in a cardiac intermediate care and 5 years in the emergency room. And what Danny and all of us needed was a type of medicine that a doctor can't give you. Danny was a 12-year-old girl who became very dear to our family over the last year while she was hanging out with her dad while he was going through chemo treatments. Danny lost her dad just before the holiday season. Shortly after her dad died, she also lost her horse. So she kind of lost two very important things to her going right into the holiday season. So 12 days before Christmas, I put a post on the Chippewa Valley Horse Lovers Facebook page, which is just kind of all the different barns, trainers, riders, and horse people within the Chippewa Valley. I had very strict contingencies as to what we were looking for in a horse for Danny, and this was a horse that would generally cost thousands of dollars. So the icing on the cake was whoever had an appropriate horse that fit this bill needed to be able to donate the horse free of charge for us to deliver to Danny. It was a shot in the dark. I was hoping for maybe a horse or two that we could look at, and there was no guarantee that she would ever match up with even any horses donated. Within a few hours of posting it, my email was flooded with 20, 30, 40, 50 horses by the next day being made available to us to try that fit the bill, and the owners were willing to donate them if they were a match. These horses ranged from west of the Twin Cities all the way down to the Madison area. So the next step was taking Danny, picked her up from school under the guise of helping us look for a new lesson horse for our program. And then the Wednesday right before Christmas, I was set to pick up Danny from school that day. Interestingly enough, the horse we went to look at's name was also Danny. It was love at first sight. Danny was in tears leaving the barn that day. We had people asking if there's anything they can do that they don't have a horse or they don't know anything about horses, but they were touched by the story and they wanted to give. And they went on amassing the biggest gift pack for the family, for the mom, for Danny's sisters, every horse item that Danny could need for this horse. It was a very emotional week because everybody that contacted us had their own story as to why they wanted to help out. There was a lot of people that have lost people during the holidays, and they know what that feels like to go into the holidays not with that joy of this is the holiday season, but with the remembrance of everything they lost. So coming into Thanksgiving and Christmas, it's not Thanksgiving and Christmas, it was remembering the mother they lost, the child they lost, their dad they lost, and knowing that the holiday season for them from that point forth was always tainted with that, and not with the joy that it should be. So in helping Danny and her family for this season, it was like Christmas spirit was renewed for hundreds of people across our region just in the simple act of being involved in giving to this little girl. And that week before, Danny didn't know what was going on, her family didn't know what was going on, but all these people were being so touched and they were just so happy. And I think my 12-year-old said it best when it was the day before Christmas, and she said, "It's the best Christmas ever." And she herself hadn't received a single gift at that point. Horses have such a huge, healing capacity within them, and I think a lot of animals do. So on December 23rd, we amassed a group of about 100 Christmas carolers, and Danny thought the TV station was coming to take pictures and video of Christmas carolers trying to deliver good tidings to them right before Christmas. And then it was Santa Claus walking up the driveway, leading this horse that she recognized right away. And just to watch her completely break down, and her mom, and it was just a great experience to be a part of. The American Red Cross is a great organization that really helps people when they have that need for just about anything. I've donated blood for the American Red Cross quite frequently, and I also have my disaster certification through the American Red Cross so that I am certified in case a disaster does strike our area to assist with the Red Cross in those situations.